Joe, what the actual fuck are you doing to our channel?
What? Why did you just barge in here?
These past few weeks have been a literal catastrophe. Are you actually falling asleep on the keyboard and letting the drool type for you? What's going on?
Well, I've been kind of tired with the Christmas announcement. Besides that, there hasn't been a problem, has there?
There's no way you're a sentient human being. Okay, let me give you examples of what has gone on under your care recently.
What am I looking at here?
This happened a few days ago. You reused the details from our old PT video, except you forgot to fill out the new video details. Do you know how stupid you made us look in this?
It was an honest mistake. I was really rushed for time when I was assembling it. It was like 5 in the morning. Give me a break here.
Did your assistant just fall off the face of the planet? Whatever happened to him editing?
He's on vacation right now, so I'm filling in for his roles for the time being.
Joe, you ingot, you are the standing president. You were sworn into the Oval Office to manage the duties of running this country. If you're doing this, what's happening at the White House?
I am a candy cadet. Come get your candy here.
Is it too much to ask what I walked into?
Oh, hey, Obama. I'm just criticizing Joe for slobbering all over the keyboard while he was taking the fattest nap in existence.
Well, it looks like that isn't a valid option. Joe, what's going on?
Donald's pointing out that I've made quite a bit of mistakes recently with the channel. From the mic quality to video and titling errors, and think it's just built up into this. I really am trying my best here, but sometimes age really is a factor.
And now here comes Pity Party Joe over here, streamers and all.
Okay, Donald, I don't like ganging up on you anymore because of the classic liberal versus conservative cliche, but what do you actually do? You're like the DJ Khaled meme, but for fat billionaires.
You simply don't understand the process behind such business etiquette. Leave the intelligent thoughts for those who use it, Obama.
Donald, you rubberneck swine. You sit at a mahogany desk all day with a big red button to deliver you diabetes in a can. You're not that guy, pal.
What am I supposed to do with that information? You want a Pulitzer or something? They're practically giving those away now for the price of breath mints. You could probably use both, actually.
Stop it with the smart remarks. Help Joe out more with the channel than just typing in all caps and fantasizing about fighting robots. We might actually make more progress too, and more games for the world's best security guard.
You're lucky you threw in that last part.
Good. Now that that's all settled, let's try not to badly injure ourselves at an inspection.
Before you is an animatronic found in the back alley.
Another one.
Unsure of its origins.
Wait, why was that impression actually kind of good?
He makes a good DJ Khaled.
Oh, you got to be kidding me now.
Who else is going to show up? The entire Spanish
To
Inquisition?
the alley where you found it and forfeit payment. Please make your choice now.
Well, we lost that last salvage, and so there's no other choice now but to pick this thing from the garbage.
Donald's been slapped on a shish kebab and roasted all day, and I can't believe I get to see it one more time.
I'm still going back to flipping the checklist like a madman. I need to keep up to date on their status, and if they're about to inhale me like a 5-course meal.
Don't be afraid to give these things some shock therapy. There's a reason why you have 3 free shocks before anything is damaged. Remember last time what happened.
This is like the engine sound of a 1985 Cadillac.
Document results.
Wait, did her head just move?
I think I did see a little wince there.
2, 1.
Is that its third phase?
You know what happened last time I took a chance, not doing it again? I saw an eyeball, Obama. It was popping out like a claw machine stuffed animal.
Well, there's one shock down. How much does the salvage go down if we shock for 4 times?
I believe it gets cut in half. The 5th time is the most important time.
How does this even give us money? It's not like we're using the metal for scrap. We're throwing it in a ball pit.
2, 1.
Haven't I told you to keep your head down? This is how the Russians treated protesters in the 60s.
I think it could still be applied about today, Don.
Document
Her
results.
head just twitched, by the way. Even though you've already shocked her twice, she seems to be super hostile. Don't you think?
I think Ballora stuffed a minarine in her ears because she clearly isn't listening. Now we have no other shocks to dish out.
Well, now we're at the point where she's going to get into the restaurant no matter what. It's just the possibility of making profit from it.
The next office part should be really fun, huh?
3, 2,
The clip didn't even play. What in this universe compelled you to move your head?
Can robots pass gas?
Yeah, sorry about the smell there.
Baby, you might actually be worse than Balloon Boy. I want to treat your head like a toilet bowl and take a fat leak.
Well, now the salvage is only at $1,000. If we shock again, we might really take the tank of a price.
Even though she moved, I'm not shocking again. I'll take this thing to the dirt before I do that.
Well, there's her third stage. I guess it's just luck now.
Document results. You have completed.
There's no such thing as luck when the world's best security guard and business owner exists.
Well done.
What do you know? Don didn't get his head split open like a piñata this time.
You don't really know who your employer is, do you?
Did you have too many controlled shocks? I am the boss, and if you have a problem with that, you might want to be a bit less conductive moving forward.
You're missing the point, Don. I think she's trying to say that not everything is as it seems.
Well, thanks, Captain Obvious. I did notice the zombie rabbit standing in the corner with a party hat and a glass of punch sucking on Candy Cadet's bubblegum balls.
What do you mean by that?
I'm absolutely contorted on all fronts for how ridiculous it is to charge $71,000 for a tarred bird with Botox.
Something tells me that you were advantageous of a lower price or something like that.
Not in a million years. Think about it. Do I really want a polished chicken with hip dips? Where's there any financial benefit in this purchase?
Who knows? You might be able to get her to Faz pole dance for everybody.
Obama, start pinching those pennies and balancing that budget because we have some saving to do.
How's this a real conversation that's going on?
Looks like you have another sponsorship offer.
Let me see. Like it was, deal. Give me money now.
Of all the words in the English vocab, I'm not sure that desperate even measures up to what I would describe you as. I'm actually at a loss of words right now.
I am slightly confused here. Are you actually gunning to get Funtime Chica? Do you think you can even get the funding by then?
Not really. I was just running with the joke. While she does have childbearing hips that any woman would be jealous of, the short-term goal here is to build up gradually. This is not a financially smart and safe investment that we can put our money in. Remember, business is art, and we shall not rush art.
So do you ever think about what you're going to say, or do you just kind of force it out of you like a soft taco supreme?
I give up. I think I actually give up now.
Never back down, never what?
By the way, for gaining Faz points, I highly suggest the Rocket Game mode. If I'm correct, it's the maximum amount of points you can get at this very time. With that being said, it's also a lot more fun to play too.
Looks like I have something else to be the very best at.
Well, it looks like we're about to have yet another grinding session in the works, so I think it's safe to say that we might have to unarchive some discussions here.
What's all to talk about, really?
A big one is Christmas. Can you believe it's already that time of the year again? It just seemed like yesterday me and Donna were putting candy canes in the kids' stockings. Now it's Plan B.
No one's fault but your own, Obama. No one's fault but your own.
And it's your own fault that you steer as good as a Sea of Thieves skeleton.
Sea of Thieves?
Barack, you have the opportunity to do the funniest thing of all time.
I don't have it in me, Joe. That's like becoming the fertilizer that cows roll around in. And I'm not stooping down to the level of a cow.
No, you'll just become the fertilizer itself, Obama. Stooping to pooping is what runs in the household of the Obamas. Mr. and Mr. Obama should be ashamed.
You don't even have the grounds to make that claim, Donald. You're going to rope in some irrelevant scandal from wait, did you say Mr. and Mr. Obama?
I think we're getting off topic here like we always do. Did you say that it's the time to celebrate Christmas?
Before you decide to come down from the high horse and share any holiday traditions, Obama, the only sort of liberalism that I'll have at the dinner table is sharing food for all. That's how we do it in the Trump family. Okay, you're telling me that I ran into that thing. In what Buzz Lightyear universe did a pixel of that even come close to the meatball?
Can a man talk about the spirit of Christmas during the holiday season without being treated like a wolf in a chicken coop?
Christmas is a great time, after all. Snow falling, bells ringing, red and green decorations blanket all the surfaces that the eye can see. It reminds me of simpler times, times the world was united.
Joe, you're talking about 5 years ago when I was president and I was at the forefront of uniting the world. Did you see all the things that I was able to accomplish? We almost had world peace until a cup of Joe and an IV fluid bag came crawling into the White House.
Can we go 5 seconds without unloading last night's meal onto our chest? We're grown men, gentlemen. Refined men as well, or at least we're supposed to be.
I'm a refined man until you get me on the rocket ride at Freddy's Diner. Then I'm nothing but a filthy animal that's about to be the best that no one ever was.
I am wasting precious seconds of my life waiting for an intelligent answer that will not surface. Let's carry on without him, Brock.
And yep, Station Central loves to go silly on my Willie over here. You guys go talk about Hallmark and honey smoked ham. I'll be defending the citizens of our country from this delicious pizza.
Donald, you're like the kid at a Burger King that starts whining if he doesn't get the cardboard crown.
Okay, so how many Faz points can we actually get playing this game?
I believe it's 5,000 or 6,000. It's not easy to get, though. It really takes some strategy.
Have you even considered what you're saving up for?
It's easy to invest in silly things like a Coke bottle chicken. But to make all of our lives easier, I plan to invest the profits into personal upgrades.
What exactly are you talking about?
We need our tasks to be faster during our time in the office. That's why I need to have a bit of extra money before we finish in blueprint mode. The big problem, very big problem, is that we don't know how much those upgrades cost.
Everything upgraded in the office would cost you $1,900 in total.
And that is terrifying. That is absolutely terrifying that you just knew that off the top of your head. Lizard Man Joe changing colors again.
Hey, Don, look. I think you found the strategy to avoid the pepperonis.
Of course I am. When there's a will, there's a way. And the world's best security guard always finds a way to prevail.
I think it's the knockback that the bullets are doing to the pizzas. You're able to stay alive as long as they don't swarm you. It all comes down to balancing that knockback.
We got the king of the Italians now. Looks like he's a bad aimer too, because all I'm doing is standing still. I won't complain though, easy Faz points.
Yeah, Don, I think you might have this one in the bag. Everything else is pretty much useless against you now.
You're right, it's just too easy. And just like that, Donald Trump is top dog again.
Appearances told us that you were at the top of the food chain.
So we need $1,900 as at the end of the shift to make this easier for us. With that being said, I think it's safe to say that I want to buy something that's affordable but high in bonus revenue.
The gravity vortex is too much of a risk for me. There'll be an unattended child that'll get swept up and thrown into the ceiling vent.
You're telling me that dreams do come true?
I can't say that I'm surprised, really.
Wait. Is that 8 bonus revenue? Well, slap my slithery slew and call it my golly goo. That might be the best deal I've ever seen.
That was a really big purchase, Don. We don't have enough money for the upgrades for the office.
Silly little eepy Joe Biden. Do you not remember that I have more play tokens at my disposal? I'll simply gain back more than what we lost, and we'll be in the green for the office segment.
This certainly won't have any negative repercussions.
All right, let's see what this bad boy gives us. They call it the prize king for a reason.
Don?
Barack, I think he just fucking died.
What? Quick, pop the champagne. It's Barack Obama here wanting to thank all of our members for supporting us. If you would like to become a member and see exclusive content, click the join button down below.